A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us on this very beautiful midweek edition of Sports Tonight. Promises to be fun, promises to be exciting and educative as well. But I'd like to start by saying a very big thank you to you for allowing us to be a part of your night, and also tell you that this opportunity and this big privilege you've given unto us is not one that will be taken for granted. We will try to give you all that we have in terms of updating you and also adding a little bit of entertainment to it this midweek. My name is Tony Ibitoye. Without wasting any time, let me just start off by introducing to you my partners on the program tonight. Onye Wuchi, the proverbial Onye Wuchi is on the show tonight. Onye is the news editor of Sporting Life, one of Nigeria's best circulating sports dailies. Is always here with us on Mondays and Wednesdays, one of those days. We have him around. Only good to have you on Sports Tonight.
My pleasure, too.
And of course, the content specialist with Complete Communications Limited and Complete Sports, another of Nigeria's best-selling sports daily, Tunde Koiki, is also with us on the show tonight. Tunde, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Thank you very much.
A lot to talk about, really, gentlemen. It's a big night for football. Yesterday it was drama at the Santiago Bernabeu. Schalke and Real Madrid going for it like two heavyweight boxers.
Yeah, Tony.
Knocked down and uppercuts were flying everywhere. It was a massive.
Yeah.
Everything.
End-to-end stuff.
End-to-end stuff.
Yeah, we said it here that Real Madrid, experiencing dwindling fortunes, and it affected them last night. But credit must be given to Schalke. They came with so much self-belief. You lost at home 2-0. Nothing, to be afraid of any longer. They went full hog and, class Huntela, the just striker, showed that he still has a lot to do.
Instinct.
So I think it was a day that they will go back home and they'll be part of their performance.
All right, we'll talk about that later on and probably bring you those highlights later on the show, because as we speak, some games are also going on. We'll try to update you with results or updates from those games. The biggest of them all, of course, is that the Stamford Bridge Chelsea at home to Paris Saint-Germain, 1-1 from the first leg. When you look at the quality of the two teams, the quality of the managers of these two teams, you will know that is battle royale tonight at the Stamford Bridge. So we will update you as we go along. Still goalless the last time we checked, but we'll try to update you with the results from that game as we go on the show tonight. The other one looks like a game between David and Goliath. But sometimes an inspired David does bring down Goliath. But in this case, the Goliath, so to say, the giant, is already killing the underdog.
Fourth minute goal by Thomas Muller.
Yeah, and that's the way to do it. After the goal, let's draw the first leg. Bayern are 1 goal up.
It was a penalty, actually, and a red card to Shakhtar Donetsk. Kutsha getting the 4th minute red card. So it is it's now the balance is now.
It was Bayern that got a red card in the first leg. Xabi Alonso, but now it's Schalke. I beg your pardon, Shakhtar now with a red card. They have to play like 85 minutes of that game with 10 men, and that's not what you want against a team like Bayern Munich. But let's see. So it's now going to be a case of how many goals now will come in. But we'll try to update you with that as we go along on Sports Tonight. We will look back as well at yesterday's games as well on Sports Tonight. Well, let's start off the show once again by just telling you what we want you to do for us on the program tonight. We've told you so many times, the show is not about the three guys sitting here. It's all about you watching, because if you are not there watching, there is no point to be doing all that we're doing. And we need to carry you along via feedback. So please get ready to give us your thoughts, your reaction, your opinion, your suggestions, what do you think, your ideas. Contribute to our discussions by giving us your thoughts and using those platforms that you are seeing on your screen, on Facebook, channels, iPhone Sports, and of course those handles on Twitter are going to be active and interactive all through the show. So please tweet at those handles on your screen, and your feedback will get across to as many people as are watching and following us on the program tonight. And then talking about following us online, you can watch us, of course, on YouTube. Channels Web, www.channelstv.com, youtube.com/channelsweb. You can watch past editions of Sports Tonight as well on YouTube and get all the updates that you want. And you can even follow on your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry by going on to m.channelstv.com and enjoying real-time streaming quality, very high. Enjoy that as well. Or download Channels app through Android, iOS, Windows, or their respective stores, and carry Channels with you wherever you go, and be able to watch all that we're doing on Channels TV, your award-winning station. Not just the sports, not just entertainment, not just health, politics, everything that has got to do with the programming on Channels TV is what you'll be able to follow if you have the Channels app with you. All right? Before we came in, we had politics today. Elections 2015, not politics today. Politics today comes on Sundays. We had the regular program for elections, 2015. Nigeria 2015, just to help you catch up with preparations for the elections that will be coming up in a few days, about 2 weeks and a few days from now. And already the elections are also somehow affecting the programs of the league management company and how games will be played. The league started last weekend, and 3 games will be played before the league will go on break again for the elections. We'll talk about that later on the show when Najo Konta will be joining us. And we'll also be taking a look at Nigerian clubs getting ready for their different continental engagements this weekend. 3 of them will be busy outside Kano Pillars that have their game moved by a week graciously by the Confederation of African Football, CAF. All right, so please get busy with us tonight. Talk to us. Let's hear from you, your reactions to issues and all that we'll be doing on the program tonight. Yesterday on the show, we spoke extensively about Channels National Kids Cup Season 7, the screening, 32 teams, and all of that. And the reaction has been massive. People have been showing plenty of interest, waiting for the Lagos prelims to start like yesterday, so that we can begin to bring those highlights for you to watch on TV. And those who have missed that have also made calls to find out why they were screened out, and they've been told exactly why they failed to make the cut. Because one thing that the main organizing committee has been trying to do is to make sure that there is 100% adherence to the rules and the regulations of the Channels National Kids Cup. Austin Okonakwan put together a very beautiful report on the journey so far, and of course a preview of what to come. Sit back, enjoy this report, and then we'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
After deliberating on the requirements of participation, the task of this technical committee is to approve 32 teams that will feature at the Lagos Preliminaries. And off they go with the screening. Looking at the entries one after the other, forms were examined and re-examined. The process was thorough. And when a school meets the requirements of the competition, their form gets the pass mark. Sadly, not all entries could make it. And when a school failed to adhere to the rules and regulations of the tournament, their form is marked X and goes to the ground. What exactly does this committee consider in approving a team?
The school stamp, parental consent, underage, adequate age, and yes, I must confess we're satisfied with the teams that we selected.
The screening was fair. I mean, it was done professionally. It was transparent. You know, they went through each and every form, you know, and then they made sure that they checked for all the details that was mentioned by Mr. Ken to see who and who qualified.
So, let's find out the teams that will feature at the Lagos Preliminaries.
Royal Bears, Nursery Primary School, Bagada. Pampas Group of Schools, Surulere. Toy Dam Children's School, Bagada. Diane Schools, Alakuko. Hope Line Nursery Primary School, Adamo, Ikorodu. The Inner City Bishop Nursery Primary School, Oregun. CMS Primary School, Bariga.
The draw for the preliminaries will be done on Thursday, March the 12th at Channels Television headquarters in Lagos. And when that is achieved, then we're ready for show time. Austin Okonakwan, reporting for Channels Television News.
All right, so that's just for you to have an idea of what went into screening of the 32 schools that will now be taking part in the Lagos Preliminaries to pick out those that will be representing Lagos. And then they'll be joined by teams from other parts of Nigeria for the Channels National Kids Cup proper that will be taking place in May. The Lagos Preliminaries will be taking place later this month, but the national finals itself will be taking place in May. The final, of course, coming up on Children's Day, May 27. I'm sure you're looking forward to it. All right, gentlemen, let's come very quickly to our issues very quickly. What do we start with? Let's start with the good news. And of course, the good news is coming all the way from Senegal. The Flying Eagles have qualified for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. We expected it. The hype around the team has been huge, and they've lived up to the hype. Onye?
Well, so we have said so much about this team. They have not disappointed. You know, while we were coming, the commentator described the team that when you are watching, you can take popcorn.
And
it's
drink ice cream.
like you're watching movies. He said there's this other team that when you are watching, you will be eating eba and soup because you lose so much energy watching that team. So I think this team has brought so much excitement, so much happiness. Even though they have not won anything yet, but they are on the right track. With 10 men to and Naholo, the goalkeeper, was red carded early in the game. This team, we are able to score 4 goals.
Almost 70 minutes.
Okay, hold on, guys. We have joining